Hello everyone, welcome back to Ace Combat 6 DLC Showcase. Today, we're showcasing the SU-33 Flanker. And we're going to be doing it on one of my least favorite missions, but it's one that actually will allow us to demonstrate the full capabilities of the Flanker, and that is the Moloch Desert. Now, the Flanker D, as you can see, the base model is a high-performance fighter with an emphasis on mobility, speed, and air-to-air, with that average defense, less than average stability, and below average air-to-ground. Now, I forgot what I was going to say. Base model also has a nice array of special weapons in the QAM, or the archers, the adders of the XMA4, and our Lord and Savior RCL. Which actually means that air to ground is on God tier. But let's move on to the variants. And the first one is one that should be very familiar to everyone here. The Type Ace II. Now, the Type Ace II is a faithful recreation of the Ace Combat 2 aircraft performance design. Outstanding stability and a lack of recoil provide for a truly unique sense of flight. Although it boasts improved speed and performance, this aircraft lacks SP weapons, which are not introduced until after Ace Combat 2. They aren't lying. And we've seen this one in the Scarface Challenge. And you all know my feelings on that one, but wouldn't be a DLC showcase if I didn't fly it, so we're gonna fly it. So the boosts that we get plus 20 in stability, plus 10 in defense, plus 5 in mobility, and plus 10 in speed. But we take a hit to both A to A and air to ground, which is minus 20 in both. So air to ground is pretty much non-existent in this aircraft. Also, we lose 40 of the R60 aphids, our standard weapons. And we also have no special weapons. Another thing to note is that we also cannot high G turn. And we also have a hard altitude cap at about 32,000 feet. Which can be kind of detrimental. So,
Talisman, which plane should I pick?
now,
How about my weapon?
Shamrock, however, isn't limited by the... He can generate SP weapons
ready
from
to
the
fly with
ether,
these
so we're
planes?
going to abuse that. We're also, unlike the Scarface challenge, we're going to be able to use allied assaults from the beginning.
Garuda team, time to take off.
Because I don't hate myself. At least not today.
We're
We're gonna take our town back, right out of those Stobie clutches once and for all.
Also with infinite guns,
As long as I win,
we have a
I'll do whatever it
little
takes.
bit better
Let's
time.
do this, Garuda One.
That's enough talking. Enemy forces are spreading throughout our mission space.
You guys are just what the doctor ordered. We need your cover, Garuda.
We've got armored vehicles on their way to take the airport. Provide cover and fire on enemy fighters before they can take off.
The Stobies don't have a chance. We've got them outnumbered. All tanks advance. Drive them out.
Roger that. You can count on me.
Hello, Sly. How's it going?
We're taking off. Otherwise, I'll be after us.
Bet you're surprised to see me in this aircraft again.
Cover us. You ready, Thompson?
And yep, there's Shamrock with his adders.
Our ground troops in the south are commencing combat.
Come on, come
Our
on.
bombers are heading for the target,
Oh,
flying
you
at a steady pace.
There we go.
Destroy them before they get off the ground.
All tanks advance. Well, I mean, Shamrock can be a tank in this in the adventurer party sense. He can eat an entire salvo of ADMMs and not die. That's pretty tanky. Yeah, I don't have to be insane altitudes for this mission. And I don't have that self-imposed handicap of no allied assault. Now, I love the color scheme for this, and this is actually the first time we had
We've got a
an
clear path
official
to the airport.
using an Allied Forces emblem, because apparently Ace 2 didn't have it. But it would later be used for Legacy, and more recently Ace Combat 7 for the SU-37 Scarface skin. Still kind of freaked out I was introducing the DLC. I mean, the A6 DLC introduced a lot of things, apparently.
Bombers are approaching the target airspace.
Because if I recall correctly, the Zero skins, the player didn't have the Belkin roundels and Belkin markings. Imagine using this without outlet. Yeah, no. Using any plane without Allied Assault and Ace of Aces is almost impossible. But this one is, you're just asking to hate yourself. Ooh, hello! Hello, Floof! Yeah, they always use ciphers marking and zeros, so at least for some of them, I think A6 is the first time we had official Belkin markings. Not just the roundel, but tail codes and numbers. Hail hydrate, okay. Why would you do that to me, Floof? Hell Hydrate while dodging missiles. Good luck. Damn it, Floof.
Our bombers are even closer to the target airspace now. They are to commence bombing once they arrive.
Auto 5, enemy plane down. I'm about to go for the target. This is Captain. Enemy attacks have intensified. I don't think I can hold out much longer. Hold on a bit any further. Press something if you have to. Spread out and proceed to the target point. It's almost over.
Ow, ow.
The enemy's right on my tail. Missile closing in. Watch out for the shockwave. I'm gonna teach those Stobies a lesson they'll never forget. We've taken control of the runway. This baby's 100% ours now.
Garuda team,
All right.
we've taken over the field runway. Now you can use it whenever you need supplies.
I think we're good.
There's a safety line on the west side of the airspace. Pull out of combat and get back to base whenever you need supplies. Enemy unit approaching. It's an armed LCAC, a hovercraft unit.
Self-charge. Missiles of greeting to the enemy. Okay, let's make this something they'll never forget. Command team, we're about to attack the enemy field command. Follow our lead.
Our northern ground unit is now engaged. Our bombers have arrived at the target airspace.
Alright, we're gonna do
Commence bombing of enemy
this
mission command.
operation.
The armored LCAC unit just
Because
split
it's
off into
not
two
that
groups.
high up.
Tricky SOBs.
This is very important cargo. Don't get shot down before we can land. Lance, snap out of it. You're not gonna get shot. This Lieutenant Commander Gull's armed LCAC unit. There's never anything ordinary about him. The Lieutenant Commander's here? Guess that means there'll be a party if we get out of here alive.
Our bomber unit is down to 40%.
My right wing is damaged, and engine one is dead. Hey, I can't keep
So many Mirages and Rafales. Holy shit.
Number 2, you've got a missile behind you. Throw it off with the Chandelle. My cannon's been punctured. Air pressure dropping. Captain, can we amend
I love the gun in this game. The gun is almost a super weapon in and of itself.
Forget about your plane. Eject. Aim for the bomb base. The armor's thin under there.
Malloy, check the situation in Sector L4 and make sure all anti-air guns are firing at maximum capability.
Where the hell is air defense? Our command is being bombed.
Looking sharp, Garuda 1. Keep it up.
Target number 9 is against.
Alright. Yeah, as you can see, the lack of RCLs makes this a very interesting aircraft for anti-ground maneuvers. I don't mind 7's gun. I just prefer 6's because, I mean, I'm an American. I love overpowered things. But 7's gun's not bad. I like it a lot better than 5's gun and 0's gun. Those guns were Yeah. Missiles only.
S24. I repeat, requesting backup for sector S24.
Why can't we stop the enemy's push forward? This base is going to collapse.
Ow, whoa, 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 shit!
Keep fighting. We're still in this battle.
Playtime's over.
The command unit is down. Guerrilla team, finish this place off. I don't care. Get over here and defend headquarters.
That was a shit ton of flak.
Let's make it to the end of the mission without getting shot down.
Their LCAC is about to unload combat vehicles. Things will get pretty messy if you don't hurry up.
Almost there. Give it everything you got.
There's the flak battery.
Having fun, Lance? Lieutenant Commander, Lance passed out. The guerrilla team knows how to get the job done. Mission
I'm on normal. And one of the bonuses for this aircraft is plus
Enemy
20
forces
in
are starting to
defense.
retreat. Don't let them get away.
This thing has, or this version has more, or almost as much armor as an A10.
Get after the enemy. Don't let them slip out of sight.
They're not going anywhere. I've got a score to settle.
But if this wasn't this particular flanker, I would have been dead, or at the very least at 99% damage.
You're almost to Grace Maria. Put everything you've got into this. Hold on. An emergency wire just came in from Mission Command. You've been ordered to evacuate. Mission Command has ordered an evacuation. All planes, cease fire immediately. I repeat, all planes cease fire immediately. You have been ordered to retreat.
What do you mean retreat? This is no time to screw around, Ghost Eye.
This is no joke. I'll say it again. Cease fire immediately. That's an order. Retreat from the airspace.
Seems they've made a mess of our forces. All planes, focus all fire on guerrilla team. The others are worth wasting bullets on.
Coming in way too fast. And for no reason, I'm gonna give Shamrock QAMs.
All planes, focus all fire on guerrilla team. The others are worth wasting bullets on.
For no reason
Team, that's an
whatsoever.
order. Cease fire and withdraw from the airspace immediately.
You've got to be nuts. Our city's under attack here. You can't expect us to abandon our people.
I repeat, you have been ordered to cease fire by Mission Command. This mission has been aborted.
I'm putting an end to this war right here. My family has suffered for too long.
Alright,
This is it.
now for the tough part.
Let's do this, Garuda One.
All planes, we cannot fail this mission. Focus all attacks on guerrilla.
Taking on Strigan with no...
You are in violation of a direct order. Don't you see what's happening here? Comply with your order immediately.
SP weapons.
What the hell do you know?
And no
about
high
being a
Gs.
family member? I'll take whatever the hell action I see fit.
At last, Grace Maria is ours. Guard it with your
And actually the lack of SP not the SP weapons, but it's the lack of IGs that I'm gonna...
Cease fire immediately.
That's gonna hurt the most.
If I can just kill off this unit, I can go home. Back to my family.
Shamrock, are you listening to me? You're in a lot of trouble here. Cease fire.
How did that not hit him? I gave Shamrock the QAMs because in his hands they're more like Ace Zero's QAMs. Not quite Ace 4 levels, but close. Ow.
Watch out for
I had to dogfight with bombers. Oh boy. One's down. I don't care. Gun accuracy means nothing to me. Only kills. How? You saw that, right? He was in my pipper and it missed. The fuck? Strigan is broken.
But it all ends here. Look, we're practically to the capital already. What the hell's going on? Hit. Bailing out. Launching missile. That's some pretty fancy flying. So the rumors are true.
And if you're wondering, yes, if I crash into those bombers, I'm dead. That I do know from experience. Fuck your flares.
Don't let him get away. Follow him closely. Incoming missile. Turn hard.
As long as they're close calls, I don't care. It's the hits that you gotta watch out for. There we go.
All planes are down. Now I can finally get back to Grayson area.
You know, the lieutenant commander was right about them. What could Pasternak have possibly known about her flying without having seen for herself? The radio transcripts, Sly.
Right out of those Stobie clutches once and for all.
That one pilot, Garuda 1, he's crazy!
As long as I win, I'll...
Thank you, Starscream.
According to
And welcome to
intelligence
the
from our
stream.
Department of National Safety,
S
Slovakia
rank.
has a scorched earth policy, and they plan to use if we keep advancing at this pace. The Estovakians are sure to the Joint Chiefs of Staff have ordered this to by continuing.
My headcanon is that Estovakia actually does have a competent intelligence agency, so they probably would have detailed record keeping. It's just that the player character is so unpredictable that it throws it all out of the water. Yeah, it's definitely better than Ameria's. Not as good as Norden Novix, though. But I'd say it's better than Osia's and Yukdabania's as well. But anyway. Moving on. To perhaps Sly's favorite, or second favorite, livery in the entire A6 game. And that is Yellow 13. Slightly armored aircraft possesses unsurpassed maneuverability, boasting excellent turning performance. Witnessing it cut a razor's path is proof enough of its place as king of the sky. Or Nava can suck your kid. Elite Yellow Squadron stands as the pride of Erusia, with Yellow 13 leading the hand-picked group of 5 wingmen. Caring little for personal glory, Yellow 13 sought only to protect his wingmen and to encounter a rival of worthy skill. King of the Sky. Well, to be honest, I like Yellow 13 as an adversary more than I like Mihai. Yellow 13, in my opinion, is still the best example of how to do an enemy rival ace right that you encounter multiple times. Mihai's fights still feel a little too scripted. Oh, you mean the Fenris skin, this one? But, Phoenix, whatever. As for this variant stats, we have plus 20 in mobility, plus 10 in speed, plus 20 in air-to-air, minus 15 in air-to-ground, minus 30 in stability, and a whopping minus 35 in defense. This thing will die if a flak cannon even looks at it. However, with that increase to mobility, you're harder to hit. Our weapons are unchanged. But, this one, you either nimbly dodge or die. And you'll see that.
Talisman.
But we're gonna
Which
use,
blade should I pick? How about my weaponry?
we're gonna start with our Lord and Savior
Are we
RCL,
ready to fly with these planes?
and then switch to the
Time
adders.
to take off.
Because this is definitely more of an air-to-air than air-to-ground.
We're gonna take our town back, right out of those Stobie clutches once and for all.
Don't get too emotional on us. It's important to be calm and
But I love the Yellow 13
As long
livery.
as I win, I'll do whatever it takes. Let's do this, Garuda 1.
That's enough talking. Enemy forces are spreading throughout our mission space.
you guys are just what the doctor ordered. We need your cover, Garuda.
We've got armored vehicles on their way to take the airport. Provide cover and fire on enemy fighters before they can take off.
The Stobies don't have a chance. We've got them outnumbered. All tanks advance. Drive them out. Shoot down their
And just like the Rosgrees, this is the first exposure I had to Yellow 13 and his livery.
This is Garuda 2. We've got a clear path to the airport.
What would we do without our guardian angels? We are open highway to the airport. Let's move.
Our ground troops in the south are commencing combat. Our bombers are heading for the target. They're flying at a steady pace.
This is crazy. Is it ever gonna end? We're gonna take the enemy runway. Shoot down their planes while they're taking off. Destroy them before they get off the ground.
Yeah, it's a good thing that this has RCLs, because did you see how long it took to lock on to a ground target? That's the horrible A to G score being reflected. Luckily, RCL doesn't give a shit.
Cross the objective point of schedule.
But also, if you look at our mobility, we can pretty much post-stall with how fast we can turn. Ow!
Roger.
That was a close one.
Our bombers are approaching the target airspace.
Yeah, that's probably why the air-to-ground sucks so bad. Because, canonically, they were strictly an interceptor squadron. Or an air defense.
Our ground forces in the south are down to 60%.
Destroy the enemy forces. All units continue firing.
Why would I want bombs when I have RCL?
Ground forces are down to about 40%. Can anyone support our troops in the south?
Don't underestimate Slovakia. All tanks are knocked down to the ground. These guys mean business. I got a missile coming at me. Okay, he's still on my tail. Auto 5, enemy plane down. I'm about to go for the main target. This is Snake Pit. Enemy attacks have intensified. I don't think I can hold out much longer. What are you doing? Enemy forces at 10 o'clock. There's no escape. Taxi Jeff to confuse our radar. Damn area to wait Turkey. I got it intact.
Our bombers are even closer to the target airspace now. They are to commence bombing once they arrive. I have an emergency report for all units.
All right.
Our ground forces in the south are down to 20%.
Don't give up, Hope. We gotta fight to the end. I'm gonna teach those Stogies a lesson they'll never forget. I've been strange. Who the hell did that? I pretty much got this one in the bag. Garuda team requesting air support.
What are you doing? What? We're already out of ammunition.
I'm taking fire. How'd you miss? Oh, hell of an idiot. Damn it, he's right on my tail. Now he shake me off. We've taken
Alright, we're gonna switch to adders. And then we're gonna help Snake Pit.
taken control of the runway. This baby is 100% ours now.
Garuda team, we've taken over the field runway.
And this will give a chance for the L-13 one to really shine. Definitely reserved foreign concept until AC7.
There's a safety line on the west side of the airspace.
Facing
Pull
Chaff.
out of combat and get back to base whenever you need supplies. Enemy
Now,
unit
Amerians
approaching.
fight dirty by using
Armed
RCL,
LCAC, a hovercraft unit.
which I believe is considered a weapon of mass destruction.
Ground unit is now engaged. Our bombers have arrived in
I
the
have a
airspace.
runway,
Commence bombing
Sly.
enemy
Once
mission
Sturgeon comes
command.
up, I can
Our bomber
land
unit
and
is down to
switch.
40%.
My right wing is damaged, and engine one is dead. Hey, I can't keep around much longer. I give it dust to
But we're dealing with
what a piece of crap.
The armored LCAC unit just split off into 2 groups.
Not very.
SOBs.
Howdy, Sinvertus.
Don't get shot down before we can land. Lance, snap on it. You're not gonna get shot. That's Lieutenant Commander Gore's armed LCAC unit. There's never anything ordinary about him. I'll take
Welcome to Strem.
there'll be a party if we
Eh.
can alive.
There we go.
This is Snake Pit. I'll go patrolling the combat zone to help
Killed my turn a little bit too quickly. There we go.
enemy fighters to secure air supremacy. Focus all attacks on their exotic support aircraft. Evo 2, roll out to the right. This is Snake Pit. Output is down for engines 1 and 2. This is Hammerhead. All escort planes are down. We're dying need of support here. Whoa, that was way too close. They fly like a bunch of maniacs. Everyone bail out. I'll stay and try to bring it out safely. That's what I like to see. Community team's on board with our escorts. This is Snake Pit. About half the enemy planes are down. Nice work. Number 5, what are you doing? Check your NCPR. The electronic support plane is right in front of you. It ain't over yet. Don't get sloppy now. Braking hard. Keep right.
Can't keep up the high G for long because of the low stability, but you can keep on enemies' tails a lot easier.
Nice shot. This doesn't
And you can get on their tail pretty easy as well with this aircraft.
Someone will be back. My luck's running out. This is Snake Pit. There's only a few enemy planes left. Number 3, respond! Damn. I never thought they'd give you a Simonovsky. This is Snake Pit. All forces did a great job. I'll keep providing electronic support to this aircraft.
Enemy forces are starting to retreat. Don't let them get away.
Prepare to die, Stovies. This is where we separate the boys from the men.
Prepare to die, Stovies.
Hands with the angels.
Alright, we're gonna head back
Get after the enemy. Don't let
and
them
equip
slip out of sight.
QAMs for the R-77 Archers.
They're not going anywhere. I've
Or
got a score to
R-73.
settle.
R-77 is the adder, which is what we have right now.
Simon is awake.
Which technically the SC-37 can't actually equip
Garuda team, you're almost to Grace Maria.
in real life.
Everything you've got into
But I think
this.
they have it here for balance purposes.
Hold on. An emergency wire just came in from Mission Command. Hold on. An emergency wire just came in from Mission Command. You've been ordered to evacuate. Mission Command has ordered an evacuation. All planes, cease fire immediately. I repeat, all planes cease fire immediately. You have been ordered to retreat.
What do you mean retreat? This is no time to screw around, Ghost Eye.
This is no joke. I'll say it again. Cease fire immediately. That's an order. Retreat from the airspace.
Seems they've been a mess of our forces. All planes, focus all fire on Garuda team. The others aren't worth wasting bullets on.
Garuda team, that's an order. Cease fire and withdraw from the airspace immediately.
You've got to be nuts! Our city's under attack here! You can't expect us to abandon our people!
I repeat,
Alright.
you have been ordered to cease fire by Mission Command. This mission has been aborted.
I'm putting an end to this war right here. My family has suffered for too long. This is it! Let's do this, Garuda One!
All planes, we do not stop this mission. Focus all attacks on Garuda Team.
Not worried as much about the
In
missiles as I
violation
am
of
about
direct
those
order.
guns.
Don't you see what's happening here? Comply with your order immediately.
Ghost Eye, what the hell do you know about losing a family member? I'll take whatever the hell action I
Those
see
guns
fit.
can be lethal.
At last, Grace Barrier is ours. Guard it with your lives.
This is your last warning. Cease fire now. I repeat, cease fire immediately.
If I can just kill off this unit, I can go home. Back to my family.
Boom!
Shamrock, are you listening to me? You're in a lot of trouble here. Cease fire.
Ow! That hurt.
Must be some mistake. Second plane down. All planes, our strategy isn't working. All tanks, hold your fire and pull back. No, damn it, that's an order. These pilots live up to the rumors, but it all ends here. Look, we're practically to the capital already. What the hell's going on? All planes, we're going in at close range. Plug off Garuda's wings. Never fly again.
Garuda 1, you have entered the landing corridor. Lower your landing gear and prepare for touchdown.
Incoming! Look out! Damn it! Take down number 2 first.
Not necessarily a good idea.
Launching missile. A hit. Bailing out. Haven't been in such fierce fighting since the Kalash mission. Lieutenant Commander was right about that one.
At least we scored some hits on that one.
Incoming missile.
Yeah, the L-13 can make Strigan look like,
All planes are down.
well, like what the real L-13 would make Strigan look like.
You've made a huge
Children.
mistake. There's no getting around a penalty for this.
As you can see, I was able to keep behind my target pretty much the entire fight, even if I didn't have a good firing angle on him. I was still at their 6. Throughout the entire fight, they were on the
According
defensive.
to intelligence from our Department of National, Estovakia has this temporary.
This is exactly
as an
what
icon, you are
the
forbidden from
L-13
any action
aircraft
beyond going to your
is
I brief,
good
that
at.
is all.
Alright. The next aircraft on the list is going to be a familiar sight. It's the Rosgrees. The Rosgrees aircraft has the same bonuses and penalties of every other Rosgrees aircraft. Here, you get plus 15 to defense, plus 10 to stability, minus 10 to A to G, minus 10 to A to A. No change in weapons. Basically, it makes the what it does is it makes the flanker just a little bit more tanky, and it gives it a little bit more stability, so it can stay in high G turns a lot longer, which boosts its overall maneuverability.
Talisman, which plane should I pick? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with the...
Garuda team, time to take off.
We're gonna take our time.
This time we're gonna do this one and then up Alpha. As for
Whatever it takes. Let's do this, Garuda 1.
liveries go, I'd say this is my third favorite of the
Enemy forces are
flankers.
spreading throughout our mission.
First is Strigan, second Yellow 13, and then third Rosgreaves.
We've got armored vehicles on their
But
way to take
it's
the
hard
airport.
to beat
Provide cover and
a
fire
black
on enemy fighters before they
bodied
can take off.
aircraft.
This is Garuda 2. We've got a clear path to the airport.
What would we do without our guardian angels? We had an open highway to the airport. Let's move! Destroy us before we even get off the ground.
Our bombers are heading for the target. They're flying at a steady pace. Our ground troops in the south are commencing combat.
Roger that. You can count on me.
Shamrock, take out those aircraft. I got the ground. Kaboom! The runways survived 5 RCL volleys by now. I'm sure it's fine. There's nothing that I can do that can hurt it anymore. I'm not too worried. I've got the Rosgreaves aircraft. It's designed to take hits.
Our bombers are approaching the target airspace.
You're fine. We'll never take that air support. We got this in the bag. What the fuck, guys? You got Rosgreaves squadron here. You'll be fine. reloading my RCLs because we're gonna do Op Alpha since we haven't done that one yet.
Garuda team, we've taken over the field runway. Now you can use it whenever you need supplies. There's a safety line on the west side of the airspace. Pull out of combat and get back to base whenever you need supplies. Enemy unit approaching. It's an armed LCAC, a hovercraft unit.
Sound the charge. Just a little greeting to the enemy. Okay, let's make this something they'll never forget. Rise, everyone. Don't let out the turbulence escape.
The armored LCAC unit just split off into two groups. Tricky SOBs.
This is very important cargo. Don't get shot down before we can land. Lance, step up. You're not gonna get shot. Lieutenant Commander Gould's armed LCAC unit. There's never anything ordinary about him. No lieutenant commanders yet? Guess there wasn't gonna be a party if we get out of here alive.
Our bombers are even closer to the target airspace now. They're
I don't know what
once
this
they arrive.
LCAC unit has, but it's gonna die.
Electronic support, normal. All units, may you prove victorious. Hell, missed. Box 2. Let's just get this over with.
There we go.
We might not make it. He's still on me. Protect our bombers.
So much for their armed LCAC.
I see it. I see it.
Our northern ground unit is now engaged. Our ground troops to the
A-10s,
north
huh?
are down to 70%.
Those long-range guns are giving us a hell of a time out here. Get on the radio and ask for some air support. Robertson, we're counting on your air support. We have too many out there for us alone.
Oh boy.
Our bombers have arrived at the target airspace. Commence bombing of enemy mission command. Our bomber unit is down to 40%.
My right wing is damaged, and engine 1 is dead. I can't keep her up much longer. I never thought such a large plane could be so useless. What a piece of crap. This is Hammerhead. All escort planes are down. I'm dying of support here. Southwest position, concentrate all fire over
Ow.
G61 and shoot down anything that comes by. Don't let it advance. Hurry up and reload. Here they come. Blake. Eliminate those enemy planes. Get him! Get it right once more! The enemy fired a missile! Damn, that artillery shell is too close for comfort. Don't worry, I'll shake it. Sky Kid here. Attack support. Roger that. We've still got a way to go, so stop wasting ammo. All tanks advance. Lead the enemy's long-range guns to our air force. Fill the scope with hot lead.
Our ground
Turn
troops
around.
in the north are down to less than 40% of their firepower. All units available for air support need to go cover our tank battalion.
All enemy tanks in Sector B are destroyed. Spread out. I repeat, all tanks, spread out. Half the enemy's long-range guns are down. Keep up that nice cover, Air Force. Focus all attacks in at 3 o'clock. Light the sky on fire.
Their LCAC is about to unload combat vehicles. Things will get pretty messy if you don't hurry up.
Having fun, Lance? Lieutenant Commander, Lance passed out.
Thought I got all of them.
Attack.
Oh well.
Something about that enemy air squadron. Missile, heads up, number 2.
that hurt.
What the hell's going on? I can't believe this! Roger. Heading over to offer support. This is Sky Kid. Support? Roger that. I'm on my way. Let go and need some support. Enemy attacks have gotten weak. Looks like we can break through. We almost got him. You're doing great, Garda team. HQ, the 9th
Yeah.
Infantry and 2nd Platoon has been wiped out. I repeat. That ground target's history.
As you can see, we're kind of struggling with the anti-ground.
All enemy self-propelled artillery is destroyed. This sweep is over.
Keep going. We have to stop the Americans from getting any further in. All tanks attack.
But we did it.
Thanks for the help, Garda team. You guys just keep getting better and better.
Enemy forces are starting to retreat. Don't let them get away.
Prepare to die, Stobies.
Now we gotta
Slowly
make
separate
the
the
trek
boys from
back
the men.
to the
It's a dance with the angels.
airfield,
Get after the enemy. Don't let them slip out of sight.
so we can get our QAAMs.
They're not going anywhere. I've got a score to settle.
Mission Command, Simon is awake. I repeat, Simon is awake. Where's Roger? This is Sky Kid. Attack request.
Garuda team, you're almost to Grace Maria. Put everything you've got into this.
Ha! Still got him.
Emergency wire just came in from Mission Command. You've been ordered to evacuate.
Just because Allied support goes away doesn't mean that their missiles go away.
Cease fire immediately. I repeat, all planes cease fire immediately. You have been ordered to retreat.
What do you mean retreat? This is no time to screw around, Ghost Eye.
This is no joke. I'll say it again. Cease fire immediately. That's an order. Retreat from the airspace.
Seems they've made a mess of our forces. All planes, focus all fire on Garuda team. The others aren't worth wasting bullets on.
Garuda team, that's an order. Cease fire and withdraw from the airspace immediately.
You've got to be nuts. Our city's under attack.
All right.
Gotta be nuts.
Now we're ready.
Our city's under attack here. You can't expect us to abandon our people.
I repeat, you have been ordered to cease fire by Mission Command. This mission has been aborted.
I'm putting an end to this war right here. My family has suffered for too long. This is it. Let's do this, Garuda One.
All planes, we cannot fail this mission. Focus all attacks on Garuda team.
Garuda team, you are in violation of a direct order. Don't you see what's happening here? Comply with your order immediately.
Ghost Eye, what the hell do you know about losing a family member? I'll take whatever the hell action I see fit.
At last, Grace Maria is ours. Guard it with your lives.
This is your last warning. Cease fire now. I repeat, cease fire immediately.
If I can just kill off this unit, I can go home. Back to my family.
Shamrock,
Come on.
are you listening to me? You're in the
Yeah,
line of
Razgur's
trouble here.
flankers.
Cease fire.
You missed Yellow 13 and Scarface.
What the
we go.
Landing corridor. Lower your landing gear and prepare for touchdown.
As you can see, even though our mobility isn't as good as the L-13 one, we're still able to keep up with the Striggans, and in fact outturn them thanks to our enhanced stability. We can survive longer in a stall, and we can stay longer in a high G. We can also afford to be a little bit more aggressive because we're tankier. There we go.
All planes are down. Now I
Just
can
like the
finally
Yellow
get
Squadron, the Rosgrease flanker was able to keep the Striggans on the defensive
There's no getting around
and
a
control the battlefield. All right.
take our town back. Right out of
According to intelligence, you are forbidden.
S rank. Waifu? Waifu is last, Starscream. We have 2 more aircraft, including the Waifu. So bear with me. But first we have the Crimson Wing. Just like all the other monotone colored aircraft, this is a sky painting aircraft. This time it's red. And the stats for it are completely unchanged, save for the air-to-air and air-to-ground, which is reflected in the 800 aphid missiles we have. Both air-to-air and air-to-ground have been maxed out because of it. How this will translate into the Strigan fight, we'll have to see.
Talisman, which plane should I pick? How about my weapon? Are we ready to...
Garuda team, time to take off.
But for this, we're gonna do airfield and then snake pit.
We're gonna take our town back. Right out of those Stobie clutches once and for all.
But I do like the red coloring. It feels like it fits the flanker fairly well.
Whatever it takes. Let's do this, Garuda 1.
That's enough talking. Enemy forces are spreading throughout our mission space. We've got armored vehicles on their way to take the airport. Provide cover and fire on enemy fighters before they can take off.
This is Garuda 2. We've got a clear path to the airport.
Ow! Well, that didn't work. I took 4 XAMs to the face. There wasn't any way I was gonna survive.
our town back, right out of those Stobie clutches once and for all.
Don't get too emotional on us. It's important to be calm and controlled in battle.
And they were boosted by ESM, so that was a bad
That's enough
experience.
talking. Enemy forces are spreading throughout our mission space.
You guys are just what the doctor ordered. We need your cover, Dorota team.
We've got armored vehicles on their way to take the airport. Provide cover and fire on enemy fighters before they can take off.
The Stobies don't have a chance. We've got them outnumbered. All tanks and vans, drive them out. Shoot down their fighters while they're taking off. Otherwise, they'll be after us. On the enemy end, this man is Estavagia now.
But look at that nice red smoke
Got a
color.
clear path to the airport.
What would we do without our guardian angels? We have an open highway to the airport. Let's move! We've crossed the objective point. The schedule of the operation is proceeding as planned.
Our ground troops in the south are commencing combat. Our bombers are heading for the target. They're flying at a steady pace.
We'll have the upper hand if we can take this runway. All tanks, prepare for the worst.
Ow.
Take the enemy runway. Shoot down their planes while they're taking off. Quick, get that tank battalion more on the front. Headquarters, we need reinforcements over here. Enemy ground unit sighted. There's a medium-sized force of tanks and armored vehicles. Reinforcements from the airfield confirmed. Keep your eyes on the rear, too. Tank 705's been hit. It's overheat ventilating 360 degrees. Won't even let an egg get through. Numbers. Those guys are starting to piss me off. Messages. Shut them down for me. All planes deal with their electronic support aircraft later. Destroy their escort planes first.
Kaboom!
What are they doing? Enemy forces at 10 o'clock. There's Weasel, head down number 2.
God, I love RCO.
Our bombers are approaching the target airspace.
Incoming missile confirmed. We pretty much got this one in the bag. Garuda team requesting air support.
What are you doing? What? We're already out of ammunition.
Hold on, there's a hidden soldier. He's something to get out. Captain, I'm out of ammo. What am I supposed to do now?
You're supposed to die for the glory of Estavagia.
Fox 2, Fox 2. Let me handle this. Look out, missiles closing in.
Garuda 1 down.
Fuck! I used to follow my close shaves. Damn it!
We're gonna take our town back, right out of those Stobie clutches once and for all.
Don't get too emotional on us. It's important to
Ah.
be battle.
As long as I win, I'll do whatever it takes. Let's do this, Garuda 1.
That's enough talking. Enemy forces are spreading throughout our mission space.
You guys are just what the doctor ordered. We need your cover, Dorota team.
We've got armored vehicles on their way to take the airport. Provide cover and fire on enemy fighters before they can take off.
Well, hopefully this is entertaining for y'all.
All tanks and vans, drive them out.
Roger that. You can count on me.
Shoot down their fighters while they're taking off. Otherwise, they'll be after us.
south are commencing combat. Our bombers are heading for the target. They're flying at a steady pace.
Hold on, we're gonna take the enemy runway. Shoot down their planes while they're taking off. Enemy ground units sighted. There's a medium-sized force of tanks and armored vehicles. Type 705 hit. Destroy them before they get off the ground.
Alright. Okay, come on.
Take this runway. All tanks, prepare for the worst. Quick, get that tank battalion more out in front. Headquarters, we need reinforcements over here. Hell, missed. For the enemy hand. This man is Mr. Buckingham now. I took a hit. Damn you. Over here! Run!
There they go.
Damn it! I got you covered! What are you doing? Enemy forces at 10 o'clock! These guys mean business. If anybody got this one in the bag, Garuda team requesting air support.
What are you doing? What? We're already out of ammunition.
Our bombers are approaching the target airspace.
Spread out and proceed to the target point. It's almost over. Enemy plane fired a missile. Everything jammed to confuse our radar. Damn Americans fighting dirty.
Hey, Strigan does the same shit.
This one's going down. We can do this, but don't get reckless now. Here they come. Break! Don't stall or get stranded. The enemy will take our unit shreds.
Percent.
Missile launch.
Bye bye.
Nice kill! I got a missile coming at me! I'm gonna teach those Stogies a lesson they'll never forget.
The book pages. What book?
We've taken control of the runway. We've taken control of the runway. This baby is 100% ours now.
Garuda team,
All right.
taking over the field runway. Now you can
Now
use
we
it
have a-
whenever you need supplies.
Take off
Oh,
complete.
Sly One
Good
reference,
luck up
okay.
there.
There's a safety line on the west side of the airspace. Pull out of combat and get back to base whenever you need supplies.
Make a quick fight up here, and then Strigan fight, and then we'll be able to do the waifu.
Okay, let's make this something they'll never forget. Those guys are straight up pissing me off. Desert team, shut them down for me. All planes deal with their electronic support aircraft later. Destroy their escort planes first.
The armored LCAC unit just split off into two groups. Tricky SOBs.
This is very important cargo. Don't get shot down before we can land. This is Snape. I'll be patrolling the combat zone to help out our aircraft. Eliminate enemy fighters to secure air supremacy. Lance, snap on it. You're not gonna get shot.
Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom!
Our bombers are even closer to the target
Ah,
airspace now.
shit.
They are to commence bombing once they arrive.
There's no threat from the ground. Focus on the air battle. Missile closing in! Watch out for the shockwave! Oh, hell, I've been hit. Nice shot! Now that's what I like to see. Garuda team's on board with our escorts. There's something familiar about those moves. This is Snake Pit. All planes, keep up that support.
Yep.
Carefully. Look out! Missiles closing in! This is Snake Pit. About half the enemy planes are down. Nice work. Number 5, what are you doing? Check your MPTR. An electronic support plane is right in front of you.
Our northern ground unit is now engaged. Our bombers have arrived at the target airspace. Commence bombing of enemy mission command.
This is Sky Kid. Attack request, roger. Operations right on track.
Perfect. 120. I know, right? They all hit the open air. 100% accuracy.
I lost control! This is Sky Kid. Here goes. This is Snake Pit. All forces did a great job. I'll keep providing electronic support to this aircraft.
Enemy forces are starting to retreat. Don't let them get away.
Prepare to die, Stovies. This is where we separate the boys from the men.
Launching attack. It's a dance with the angels.
Thank you for the lyrics,
Get
Sly.
after the enemy. Don't let them slip out of sight.
They're not going anywhere.
Have fun at your
I've
work
got a
event.
score to settle.
Mission Command, Simon is awake. I repeat, Simon is awake.
Garuda team, you're almost to Grace Maria. Put everything you've got into this. Hold on. An emergency wire just came in from Mission Command. You've been ordered to evacuate. Mission Command has ordered an evacuation. All planes. You've been ordered to evacuate. Mission Command has ordered an evacuation. All planes, cease fire immediately. I repeat, all planes cease fire immediately. You have been ordered to retreat.
What do you mean retreat? This is no
All
time
right.
to screw around, Ghost Eye.
Let's see what 800 aphids can do against Strigan.
Cease fire immediately. That's an order. Retreat from the airspace.
Seems they've been elsewhere forces. All planes, focus all fire on Garuda team. Others are worth wasting bullets on.
Garuda team, that's an order. Cease fire and withdraw from the airspace immediately.
You've got to be nuts. Our city's under attack here. You can't expect us to abandon our people.
I repeat, you have been ordered to cease fire by Mission Command. This mission has been aborted.
I wasn't even
I'm
targeting
putting
that
an
one.
end to this war right here. My family has suffered for too long. This is it. Let's do this, Garuda One.
All planes, return for this mission. Focus all attacks on Garuda team.
Garuda team, you are in violation of a direct order. Don't you see what's happening here? Comply with your order immediately.
Ghost Eye, what the hell do you know about losing a family member? I'll take whatever the hell action I see fit.
At last, Grace Maria is ours. Guard it with your lives.
This is your last warning. Cease fire now. I repeat, cease fire immediately.
I think what I would have liked better
I can just
for
kill
this
all these
is
folks. I can go home.
kind of what they did for weapons of mass destruction, where they force a retreat, but we're unable to get away, and therefore we're authorized to kill Strigan team to flee. I think that would have been better from a story standpoint. But, oh well.
Must be some mistake. Second plane down. All planes, our strategy isn't working. All tanks, hold your fire.
Yeah, that's true.
No, damn it, that's an order.
And it would be in character because it's Strigan. But if it was vampire team that we were fighting, like actual vampire, instead of being called Strigan, maybe he wouldn't have freaked out as much. Maybe.
Stick together and strike hard. Enemy acquired.
Guerrilla 1, you have entered the landing corridor. Lower your landing gear and prepare for touchdown.
Hit. Bailing out. I haven't been in such fierce fighting since the Palash mission. Lieutenant Commander was right about that one. No, he got me.
All right,
All planes are down.
not bad.
Now I can finally get back to Grace Maria.
You've made a huge mistake. There's no getting around a penalty for this.
Although I did spam this aphids a lot more than usual.
We're gonna take our time.
According to intelligence from Azamarians, I can you and I read that.
All right, the moment y'all been waiting for. The Idolmaster. The Idolmaster Miki Hoshi. Extremely stable yet otherwise remarkably average aircraft with few outstanding qualities. While capable, it could be great if it only tried a little bit harder. So for this one, I'll get to its stat charts as soon as I... Shots fired. Yeah. I'm gonna take a quick break real quick. Be right back. Sorry about that. Somebody was at the door wanting to spread the word about our Lord and Savior RCL. Actually, it was our city's having an election August 3rd, and they were campaigning. I told them I hated politics and asked them politely to leave. Anyway. So, stat chart, we have a plus 20 to A to G, plus 20 to stability, a minus 5 in defense, and a minus 10 in speed. Have you heard about our leading candidate, Gustav Dvornik? Yes. Compared to some American politicians, I might actually consider Gustav Dvornik. No, not really. Dvornik is horrible. I would take almost any American candidate over Dvornik. I was making a funny, Sly. I was making a funny. But anywho, as for our weapons, we lose 1 aphid. We gain 59 archers or QAMs. We lose 1 adder. The hell? And we gain 52 B8M1 rocket launchers. Now, unlike most Idolmasters have a quirk about the plane. This one doesn't have one. This is the only Idolmaster that has no quirk, which is kind of a quirk in and of itself. And the reason for it is, it says it's an extremely stable yet otherwise remarkably average aircraft with few outstanding qualities. That's the whole point. The quirk is supposed to be reminiscent of the idol in question. Well, this is apparently an average idol, at least in this incarnation, so the plane reflects that. We're going to start with the
Which plane
RCL.
should I pick? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these?
Garuda team, time to take off.
We're gonna take our town back, right out of those Stobie clutches once and for all.
Garuda 2, don't get too emotional on us.
But yeah, we lose defense in this one.
As long as I win, I'll do
And
whatever it takes.
speed.
Let's do this.
I can
Garuda.
already feel the loss of speed.
That's enough talking. Enemy forces are spreading throughout our mission space.
But the increase in stability is already noticeable.
Dr. Roy, we need your cover, Garuda team.
We've got armored vehicles.
A little
on their way
bit
to take
more of
the
that
airport.
precision.
Provide cover and fire on enemy fighters before they can take off.
The Stobies don't have a chance. We've got it outnumbered. All tanks advance. Drive them out. Shoot down their fighters while they're taking off. Otherwise, they'll be after us.
This is Garuda 2. We've got a clear path to the airport.
What would we do without our guardian angels? We got an open highway to the airport. Let's move. The surrender's off the ground.
Our bombers are heading for the target. They're flying at a steady pace. Our ground troops in the south are commencing combat.
We're gonna take the enemy runway. Shoot down their planes while they're taking off. Don't let the armored vehicles get destroyed. Reinforcements from the airfield confirmed. Keep your eyes on the rear, too. The operators are gonna take this runway.
But our increase in stability means we can hold a high G turn a lot longer, which will be helpful.
Destroying the runway isn't gonna be helped. Won't be much use if it's all blown up. Over here! Run! Damn it! I need covered! Try not to hit the hangar. I just set off a secondary explosion.
Kaboom!
Our bombers are approaching the target airspace.
Yeah. This is Spada to this. Spada isn't gonna be here today. But hello, Deathwatch. Welcome to the DLC showcase. Right now we're showcasing off Miki Hoshi as she winks at you. Hello. There we go. Those lovely green smoke trails. I love them. Yeah, if you wanted a waifu aircraft that doesn't offer too much in the way of kickback, the SU-33 Miki is probably the one for you. Because it basically handles similarly to most of the other ones. It's a little slower, but it's the most stable of them all.
Garuda team, we've taken over the field runway.
Now we'll show off its dogfighting capabilities.
Takeoff complete. Good luck up there.
There's a safety line on the west side of the airspace. Pull out of combat.
Yeah, this is one of the few idle masters that don't punish you for picking it with an insane quirk. Now, some of the quirks are hilarious, and I love them. Others are so detrimental that I won't fly them unless it's part of like a showcase or something.
The armored LCAC unit just split off into two groups. Tricky SOBs.
This is very important cargo. Don't get shot down before we can land. Lance, snap on it. You're not gonna get shot. That's Lieutenant Commander Gore's armed LCAC unit. There's never anything ordinary about him. No Lieutenant Commanders here? Guess that means there'll be a party if we get out of here alive. Where's our advanced unit?
It's not Godzilla, but it'll do. Yeah. You don't need Godzilla for everything.
Unit is now engaged. Our bombers have arrived at the target airspace. Commence bombing of enemy mission command.
This is Snake Pit. I'll be patrolling the combat zone to help out our aircraft. Eliminate enemy fighters to secure air supremacy.
Yeah.
Is this that model they've been talking about? Missile break!
And it's still a flanker, so it's still very capable of dogfighting even without a quirk.
Nice shot! Now that's what I like to see. Garuda team's on board with our escorts. There's something familiar about those moves. This is Snake Pit. All plans, keep up that support. You gonna do it too, doesn't
we got a hit that time. Jeez. What's that raptor made of? Nokias? Ow! That hurt.
Our bomber unit is down to 40%. Their LCAC is about to unload combat vehicles. Things will get pretty messy if you don't hurry up.
Kaboom!
Great job. I'll keep providing electronic support to this aircraft.
Enemy forces are starting to retreat. Don't let them get away.
Prepare to die, Stovies. This is where we separate the boys from the men.
I just bet the F-15S. You mean the Silent Eagle?
Get after the enemy. Don't let them slip out of sight.
They're not going anywhere. I've got a score to settle.
Mission Command, Simon is awake. I repeat, Simon is awake.
Garuda team, you're almost to Great Smeria. Put everything you've got into this. Hold on. An emergency wire just came in from Mission Command. You've been ordered to evacuate. Mission
load up
Command has
on
ordered an
QA.
evacuation. All planes, cease fire immediately.
The Silent
I repeat,
Eagle
all planes,
was
cease fire
around for a
immediately.
while.
You have been ordered to retreat.
What do you mean retreat?
I'm
This is
not
no time to screw
sure
around,
when
Ghost Guy.
the concept
This
was
is no
out.
joke. I'll say it again. Cease fire immediately. That's an order. Retreat
But it's
from
been
the
a thing.
airspace.
It seems they've made a mess of our forces. All planes, focus all fire on Garuda team. The others are worth wasting bullets on. It seems they've made a mess of our forces. All planes, focus all fire on Garuda team. The others are worth wasting bullets on.
Garuda team, that's an order. Cease fire and withdraw from the airspace immediately.
You've got to be nuts. Our city's under attack here. You can't expect us to abandon our people.
I repeat, you have been ordered to cease fire by Mission Command. This mission has been aborted.
I'm putting an end to this war right here.
Kaboom!
Family has suffered for too long. This is it. Let's do this, Garuda One.
All planes, we cannot fail this mission. Focus all attacks on Garuda team.
Garuda team, you are in violation of a direct order. Don't you see what's happening here? Comply with your order immediately.
Ghost Eye, what the hell do you know about losing a family member? I'll take whatever the hell action I see fit.
QAM spam! Ow, fuck!
Last warning. Cease fire now. I
Fuck
repeat,
you.
Cease fire immediately.
If I could just kill off this unit, I can go home. Back to my family.
Shamrock, are you listening to me? You're in a lot of trouble here. Cease fire.
got like 84 QAM, so I'm just gonna unload them. Woohoo! No, I don't think I will.
All planes are down. Now I can finally get back to Grace Maria.
And that was
Huge mistake. There's no getting
The,
around the penalty for this.
waifu Miki Hoshi aircraft. Now time for my ranks.
Right out of those Stoby.
According, Estovakia has a scorched earth policy. The Joint Chiefs of Staff have ordered us
There are
to temporarily-
6 versions of the flanker, including the base as a unit. So number 6, the bottom, is the Scarface aircraft. Now, I appreciate what Project Aces did with this. It does feel like an Ace 2 aircraft. However, as the Scarface challenge has shown, that doesn't translate well to a 6. No special weapons, no high G turns, and a very severe shortened or severely shortened service ceiling means this aircraft is under-equipped and under-gunned and underpowered. You have no idea what you could be talking about. I know, right? It's not like I did the entire game with this aircraft. It's great for a nostalgia run on single missions, but I would not want to use it as a main aircraft. Number 5 is the base. It's a great anti-fighter aircraft. Not so great against air-to-ground. Even with the RCLs, you go almost a little too fast for it to be a dedicated anti-ground, but it makes a great anti-chandelier and anti-Agaion aircraft. But yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say about that. And then number 4 is the Crimson Wing. Crimson Wing is the same as the base, except for the fact that you just get a shit ton of aphids. And that's the only reason why it's number 4, because of the shit ton of aphids. You can spam your standard missiles to your heart's content. But other than that, there's nothing else really to say about this one. Number 3 is the Rosgrees. A direct upgrade to the base aircraft. You lose out on some air-to-air and air-to-ground, and you'll feel that air-to-ground, but not so much in the air-to-air. But you gain defense and stability, making it actually a better dogfighter, in my opinion. This would be a great aircraft to use for any ace, no matter their skill level. Not to mention its livery is great. It's all around. It's just a good all around flanker, in my opinion. Number 2 is the Miki Hoshi. You take a hit to defense and speed, but the advantages you gain over the base flanker cannot be overstated enough. And the fact that this is the only Idolmaster to not have a debilitating quirk can't be stated highly enough. However, the reason why this takes number 2 is the flanker at heart is meant to be an anti-aircraft one-on-one dogfighter. And while this is certainly a capable dogfighter, to me it feels more at home being the standoffish, more American style rather than close in. Because of the loss of speed. You can't keep up with enemy aircraft as well. You can't chase them down. You can't engage them as quickly. So that's why I can't put it at number 1. Although for lesser skilled aces, this should be number 1. But number 1 for me has to go to Yellow Squadron. With a caveat. You can't get hit with this aircraft at all, or else you die. But if you can manage not to get hit, this thing will tear through any air-to-air engagements you can think of. It's fast, mobile, and extremely difficult to touch in the air. And in my opinion, that is exactly what the flanker is meant to be. It is meant to kill anything in the air from close range to medium range. And as you could see against Strigan, the yellow aircraft ripped them to shreds. You pretty much can post stall in this aircraft, which is why I love it so much and why it takes number 1 for me. Now granted, the skill ceiling for this one is extremely high, so I would not recommend newer players to take this. Not that, you pretty much have to have the DLC to begin with, which most people don't have. But this aircraft is is definitely intended for higher skill ceiling aces in mind. But it is my number 1 flanker. That will conclude the stream for today. Tomorrow, Floof and I will continue Borderlands... Or no, tomorrow's Tuesday. So tomorrow is KOTOR. Wednesday is Borderlands 3 with Floof. And then the evening with Floof and Sinvertes at the very least. We'll be continuing our campaign in Dark Alliance. Thursday, we do Jacob, Jack, and Tally's loyalty missions. In Mass Effect 2. Friday is more Ace Combat 5 Chat Decides. We do Ice Cage through, I want to say, 8492. And then Saturday, we conclude the Rannoch arc in Piper Shepherd, and you all will decide the fate of the Geth and the Quarians. And then next week, Floof and I continue our campaign in Zombie Army Trilogy. And then the next time we do the DLC showcase, it'll be my favorite real-life aircraft in this game, the F-15. And a preview of what we're going to be looking at. The Active Stripes. Cypher, Pixie, Rosgrees, and the Idolmaster, Chihaya Kirasagi. Thank you again for watching. Have a great evening, everybody, and I will see you all later. Bye.